Says the bleachers could look a lot more like this now that those new restrictions are in place. David, as you mentioned, COVID-19 cases across the state and across the country are spiking. Many people are out enjoying all of this sunshine. Some people are still dealing with what the rain left behind. Along with extensive damage to the window, the crook also got away with hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise. It was an extremely close race, but the polls are closed and the results are in. A lot of people have been curious as to what this semi-truck was hauling. Well, we have the answer. Since midnight last night, there has been over 35 crashes across Genesee County. I'm at one of those water distribution sites right now. Police say that the crooks first ransacked the vehicles, grabbed the garage opener, and went inside the house. And if you look here, you can see a couple of the bullet holes that went through Wright's house. The nation's attention is on Minnesota, where it's been a week of pain and outrage. The fate of Yesterday, the Goodrich School Board voted to accept David Davis's resignation. The former athletic director was already on leave after multiple former Goodrich graduates came forward with allegations against him, and today we learned exactly what those allegations are. In documents obtained by TV5, Goodrich Interim Superintendent Wayne Wright details what his investigation into Davis's conduct found. In a letter to the school board recommending Davis's firing, Wright states, Mr. Davis used his position to identify and groom students who he would later approach for the purpose of requesting or offering to purchase naked selfie photographs of these students. On one occasion, he undertook this course of action while deeply intoxicated and while attempting to persuade recent Goodrich graduates who were minors to consume alcohol with him. The letter describes alleged incidents involving 7 former students. The document states that Davis, then a school administrator, would befriend students at Goodrich and then follow them on social media after graduation. He would then allegedly compliment the young women on their appearance, then escalate the relationship to offering and sending money in exchange for nude photos. In one group chat, Davis is also accused of asking former students, "Who wants money for nudes tonight?" Wright states in December of 2018, Davis sent a former student a menu list of prices for how much he would pay for different types of nude pictures. The investigation into Davis's alleged conduct lasted for several months and included the school district as well as multiple law enforcement agencies and now even the Attorney General. In Flint, Rachel McCrary, WNEM TV5.
Combined shot up my house and probably 40, 50 rounds. I'm not sure exactly how many.
David Wright is nervous and afraid. He says his Flint home was recently sprayed by gunfire, forcing him to leave with nowhere to go. He believes he was the intended target after he denied to pay local gang members for protection.
But I live alone. I'm a senior citizen, and they offered to give me protection. When I refused the protection, then wasn't long after that my house got shot up.
Wright says he inherited this home on Oklahoma Avenue and was in the middle of renovations. And if you look here, you can see a couple of the bullet holes that went through Wright's house. We caught up with James Little, a family member of Wright's, to take a look at the damage. Room after room riddled with holes.
Had you been in the bedroom, in the living room, the kitchen, have you been anywhere in there laying down or standing up, chances are you probably would have got hit.
Fortunately, Wright was not hit and says he was able to call the police, but he tells me he's too upset to return and likely will walk away from his home. He says for now he'll be sleeping on another family member's floor until he can find somewhere else to live.
I feel like there's no police protection. I really do. I think they're so overwhelmed that they just don't have time for things that are happening like this.
I think he's very cute. More people are talking about him instead of other crazy stuff.
Students at State Road Elementary have a little extra support this year from man's best friend, and they call him Buddy. The miniature golden doodle isn't just friendly and adorable, he's a school's therapy dog.
He's a well-trained dog, so he knows when that vest is on that he has a job to do.
This is Buddy's first start to the school year. The principal at this Fenton Elementary School, Barry Timon, spent years investigating and researching how to get the perfect dog for the job. For good reason.
Is to reduce some of that, nervousness, stress, anxiety, from the day-to-day travel with students in the building.
Buddy here is a 1.5 years old, and he spent the first 10 months of his life training to be a therapy dog.
Buddy loves coming to work every day, so I am his handler, so he does go home with me. And as soon as he's up in the morning, he knows it's kind of time to go to work, and he hops in my car.
Buddy wasn't cheap, but Timon says there was a lot of fundraising and support from the community to make this new hire. Timon adds that the only concern parents had were allergies, but luckily for the students here, Timon says he's hypoallergenic and good for the soul.
He walks by and just looks at us and makes us feel happy. He makes me focus because I can just think about him, so I don't have to think about anything else.
In Fenton, Rachel McCrary, WNEM TV 5.